How animals learn and solve problems. A major characteristic exhibited by all living organisms is the ability to adapt to the environment and survive. Animals are able to achieve this in at least two ways: by learning and solving problems. Animals can learn and solve problems in many different ways, depending on their species, environment, and situation. In this video, we're going to be highlighting few of the ways animals learn and solve problems. We would love to hear from you as well in the comment section at the end of the video, as discovering this field of research about animal cognition keeps evolving. How do animals learn? Let us find the answer to that question by discussing at least three ways. Number 1. Trial and error. Some animals learn by trial and error, which means they try different actions until they find one that works. For example, a rat may learn to press a lever to get food by randomly exploring a cage and finding the lever by chance. A cat may learn to open a door by pawing, scratching, or pushing different parts of the door handle until it succeeds. A bird may learn to crack a seed by pecking, biting, or dropping it on different surfaces until it breaks. At times, animals learn from creatures with superior cognitive skills, like we humans. Trial and error learning can be improved in those cases when the animal gets a reward or punishment for its actions. For example, a dog may learn to sit on command by getting a treat or a praise when it sits, and a scold or a slap when it does not. Number 2. Imitation. Some animals learn by imitation, which means they copy the actions of another animal. For example, a monkey may learn to use a tool by watching another monkey use it. Parrots can learn to mimic human speech by imitating the sounds they hear from their owners or other humans. They can also learn to perform tricks or tasks by watching other parrots or humans do them. Imitation learning can be improved when the animal gets information or feedback from other animals. For example, a bird may learn to sing a song by listening to other birds and adjusting its own song. Amazing on this list of animals that learn by imitation are dolphins. Dolphins can learn to perform complex behaviors by imitating other dolphins or humans. For example, dolphins can learn to jump through hoops, balance balls, wave their fins, or perform other acrobatic behaviors by copying their trainers or peers. Their outstanding ability to learn by imitating others is a result of having a large and complex brain. Their impressive mimicry and playful behavior has been used as a means of entertainment in modern-day world. You must have been amazed if you had seen such performances before. Number 3. Insight. Some animals learn by insight, which means they use mental reasoning to figure out a solution. Insight learning does not involve repetition, reinforcement, or copying. It can be triggered by different factors such as curiosity, frustration, or necessity. For example, an animal may be curious about a new object or situation, frustrated by a previous failure or obstacle, or in need of a resource or reward. These factors can motivate the animal to explore, experiment, or think of new ways to solve the problem. Instead, it involves a creative understanding of a problem and its solution. For example, a crow may learn to drop a stone in a tube to raise the water level and get a floating worm. A chimpanzee may learn to use a stick to reach a banana that is hanging from a tree. The chimpanzee may have realized that the stick can extend its arm and used its hands to manipulate the stick. On to our next question. How do animals solve problems? Let us discuss at least 5 ways. Number 1. Trial and error. Trial and error is a strategy that involves trying different solutions until one works. As seen earlier, animals learn by trial and error, but they also solve problems using this technique. However, it can be inefficient, time-consuming, or risky, especially when the problem is complex, life-threatening, or the number of possible solutions is large. For example, a cat may try to escape from a box by scratching, biting, or pushing different parts of the box. Number 2. Communication. Social animals, or animals that exist in groups, often solve problems through communication and collaboration. For example, honeybees, through their intricate waggle dance, communicate the location of food sources to other members of the hive. Wolves and meerkats sometimes communicate and collaborate to hunt prey or form a defensive strategy against predators. Number 3. Memory. Memory is the ability to store and recall information. Animals with advanced cognitive abilities, such as elephants and dolphins, can use memory and planning to solve problems. Elephants, for example, remember the locations of water sources and plan their migration routes accordingly. Squirrels can also remember where they buried their nuts. Number 4. Perception. Perception is the ability to interpret sensory information such as sight, sound, smell, touch, and taste. For example, dogs can find their way back home because they recognize familiar landmarks and routes. They can trace their own scents, the scent of their owners, or the scent of other plants, animals, or objects to find their way. And their keen sense of hearing allows them to hear sounds that even humans cannot. Number 5. Algorithm. Algorithm is a strategy that involves following a set of rules or steps that guarantee a solution. For example, a bee may use an algorithm to find the shortest path between flowers and the hive. They use visual cues, such as the sun's position and landmarks, to memorize the location of the flowers and the hive. Bats also use a mechanism called Doppler shift, which is the change in frequency of sound waves due to relative motion, to determine the speed and direction of their prey. Thus, they avoid obstacles and catch flying insects. These strategies show the incredible adaptability and intelligence of animals in navigating their environment and overcoming challenges. The diversity of problem-solving approaches across different species is proof of the richness of animal cognition. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.